Hi guys, and welcome to today's tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how to work an elongated stitch in your knitting. As the name suggests, this creates a stitch which is longer than your other stitches and therefore sort of stands out from the rest of your work. You'll see it clearly defined amongst, particularly if it was on this sort of stockinette stitch background. There's a few different ways that you can do it, but we'll be showing you how to do it by double wrapping a knit stitch. So in your pattern, you may see this written as to knit your stitch wrapping yarn twice. So we'll see what that looks like. All you do for that is, say it needs to be worked over this next stitch, you work it as a normal knit stitch. So insert your right hand needle, wrap the yarn around, but then you wrap the yarn around one more time and then slip it off your left hand needle. And so then you have two loops in the one stitch on your right hand needle rather than just one, as you can see with the stitch next to it. So we'll do that one more time. Okay, here's where I need to work my double wrap stitch. Insert needle into next stitch as if to knit, wrap yarn once around the needle and then wrap it a second time and then complete your knit stitch. And there the stitch has been double wrapped. Then in your next round of knitting, there's a couple of different things you can do with your elongated stitch. You could have it crossing your work, so it could travel diagonally one way or another. You could slip it and then the next round knit it normally, so you'll end up with a vertical stitch which is longer than the stitches next to it. So I'm going to show you those. I'm not going to give you detailed instructions on how to work them. This is just to give you an idea of the different things that your instructions might ask you to do with that elongated stitch. So if I wanted, here's my elongated stitch here, if I wanted to cross it diagonally on my work, I might like to slip the next couple of stitches from the work, drop the elongated stitch, slip the stitches back and then pick it up again, and that will make it cross over. I'll just show you what that might look like. So if I slip the next couple of stitches in my work, here's my elongated stitch, just drop it from the needle, let it hang there in front and just carefully slip those stitches back. I can then pick up this elongated stitch, slip it back on the needle and then maybe knit it together with the next stitch. And there you can see it's got a decorative effect, sort of like a cable, but because you've elongated that stitch, it won't pucker your knitting up quite so much as if you hadn't made that stitch double the length that it would usually be. And then I could also perhaps, if I just work to my other elongated stitch, we could simply slip it from one needle to the other, and then the next round we would knit it normally, that's it here, and it'll be double the length of the knit stitches that are next to it. So that's just some of the ideas of what you can do if you've double wrapped one of your stitches, how you can play with it and the effect it will have on your knitting. Thank you for watching, and if you have any comments, please don't hesitate to leave them below.